So Diwali is around the corner, and if you're still wondering about what to make for the occasion, then here's a recipe that you can create in a jiffy without any hassle and using bare minimum ingredients. So the dish we are going to make today is Sandesh marble cake. It's a 2-in-1 sandesh, which means it has two flavors, that is chocolate and vanilla. Now basically it's a fusion of Indian dessert sandesh and marble cake. Now it's a healthy fusion as we won't be using any maida or all-purpose flour. So it's gluten free, it's eggless, there is no butter, ghee, cream or mawa or condensed milk in this recipe. All you need is cottage cheese or paneer. Also, it requires very little sugar, so if you don't like sweets that are high on sugar, then this recipe is just for you. And look at the texture, perfectly soft and fluffy. Now this recipe is a great way to introduce the goodness of milk and paneer to your kids. So this Diwali, let's create something deliciously different that looks complicated but is super quick and easy to make. Actually, all you got to do is blend everything in a mixer and steam it. It's as simple as that. So here's our Diwali special recipe, Sandesh marble cake. But before that, if you're new to the channel, then welcome to The Fusion Theory. This is Tanushree, and here I bring to you interesting fusion recipes and tasty traditional recipes that are healthy too. So if you like the content, then do consider subscribing and hit on that bell icon to get all the notification. But if you're doubtful about subscribing, I completely understand. Watch few more videos, and only if you're satisfied, then please go ahead and hit the red button. Now, keeping the optimism high in this festive season, I think you will subscribe and make this recipe too. So here we go. So the first step is to make the paneer or cottage cheese. So here I'm boiling 2 liters of full cream milk. Once it boils, switch off the flame and let the temperature cool down a bit for 2 to 3 minutes. As curdling milk at very high temperature makes the paneer hard. So we'll wait for a few minutes and then add 3 tablespoons of vinegar diluted with 3 tablespoons of water, a little at a time, to curdle the milk. Here I am using full cream milk, but you can also use toned milk or standardized milk. The only difference it will have is that the quantity of paneer will reduce. So milk has curdled and the paneer is ready. Next, using a muslin cloth or strainer, we'll strain the whey out. Now you may use lemon juice as well, but I prefer vinegar as it has a neutral flavor or no flavor, so there is no lemony smell in the paneer. Squeeze the water out and let the paneer rest for half an hour for all the excess water to drain out. Now half an hour is over, let's check the paneer. So you can see the paneer is ready. Now here onwards it's easy peasy. Now in a grinder, add the paneer. Using my hands, I am crumbling the paneer so that it becomes easy for me to grind it. Now here 2 liters of full cream milk yielded me approximately 2 cups of crumbled paneer. Now next goes our powdered sugar, 3/4 cup. I took around half cup of sugar and made a powder out of it. So after grinding, the volume has increased to 3/4 cup. Actually, there's only half cup of sugar. Now next add milk, 1/4 cup, and grind everything together. Now after grinding, it has turned into a very smooth paste similar to that of a cake batter. Now next we'll divide the batter into 2 different bowls. So in one bowl I have taken out around 4 tablespoons of this mixture. Later I'll be adding cocoa powder into it. The rest of the batter I'm going to take out in another bowl. Now into this I'm going to add vanilla essence, 1 teaspoon. So here I have used French vanilla essence. I added half teaspoon at first and then again added half teaspoon later as I felt the flavor a little mild. Mix it thoroughly. Now into the other bowl I am adding cocoa powder, 3 tablespoons. Now I prefer to sieve the cocoa powder once to avoid lumps. Now sieve the cocoa powder and mix it. Next add vanilla essence half teaspoon and mix it too. Now if you find the batter too thick, then you may add half teaspoon of milk into it. Next grease a tin with some ghee or butter. And first we'll pour our vanilla flavored white batter. Spread it evenly. Next we'll add our chocolate batter. Add little spoonfuls at a time. Place it randomly all over. Now using a spoon or knife, make zigs or strokes to create the marble effect, just the way you do while making a marble cake. So our marble cake batter is ready. Next we are going to steam it. Now in a kadhai or steamer, add water. Now place a rack in the middle and place the batter. Cover and steam over medium flame for half an hour. Now half an hour is over. Let's check our Sandesh marble cake. So you can see our marble cake is ready. Now we'll take it out and let it cool completely. And once it has cooled completely, we'll slice it into pieces. So you can see here I have cut my Sandesh marble cake into pieces. Now there were 9 big square pieces, but now I'm left with only 6 as 3 pieces have gone missing inside the tummies of some naughty creatures at home, and I could not take the demolding video though, but happy that it's quite a hit at home. So here's your super simple and super quick Diwali sweet recipe that is sure to be liked by everyone, and not to mention you will like it more than everyone else as it will save a lot of your time in the kitchen. Also not too many vessels to clean afterwards. So do give this recipe a try and let me know how you like it, and as I told you earlier, do consider subscribing and press the bell icon. So see you soon with another amazing fusion recipe. Till then, advance happy Diwali to you.